Apple just released a new iPad Air, and at first it felt kind of underwhelming. Same design, same thin aluminum body, same overall vibe. So the obvious question is, what actually changed? Because on paper, this looks like one of those updates you scroll past. Nothing flashy, nothing that immediately stands out. But here's the interesting part. The more time you spend with the Apple iPad Air M4, the more it starts to make sense. Not in a dramatic way, but in a quiet, practical way, the kind where you realize this might actually be one of the smartest devices Apple makes right now. The design hasn't really changed, and honestly, it didn't need to. Apple's flat-edged aluminum build still feels premium, thin, and solid. It's light, durable, and still better built than most tablets in this range. The colors help freshen things up a bit, especially the purple option, which adds just enough personality without being over the top. And one of the biggest changes is size. You now get two options, 11-inch and 13-inch. That larger model is a big deal. At first, it feels like it's pushing into pro territory, but once you start using it for multitasking, watching content, or even creative work, it just makes sense. It's the point where the Air starts feeling less like a casual tablet and more like something you can actually work on. The real upgrade, though, is the M4 chip. This is where things quietly level up. Performance is smooth across the board, apps open instantly, multitasking feels effortless, and even heavier tasks like photo editing or creative apps run without any issues. But what stands out isn't just speed, it's consistency. Everything just works without slowing down. At the same time, it almost feels like more power than most people will ever need. You're not really pushing this iPad, it feels like it's waiting for you to catch up. And that's kind of the point. It's not about hitting limits, it's about never having to think about them. Then there's the display, which is where the Air reminds you where it sits in the lineup. It's still an LCD panel at 60 Hz, so no ProMotion and no OLED. If you've used an iPad Pro, you'll notice the difference right away. Scrolling isn't as smooth, and it doesn't have that same premium feel, but it's still a good display. It's sharp, color accurate, and bright enough for everyday use. On the larger model, the extra brightness helps outdoors too. So while it's not the best Apple offers, it's more than good enough for most people, and something you stop thinking about pretty quickly. That pretty much sums up the iPad Air M4. It's not trying to win every category, it's trying to get the balance right. You still get support for the Apple Pencil Pro, which makes it great for note-taking, drawing, and creative work. Pair it with the Magic Keyboard, and it gets surprisingly close to a laptop experience. Typing is comfortable, multitasking works well, and the extra power helps everything feel smoother. But it's still not a full laptop replacement, not because of the hardware, but because of iPadOS. There are still moments where the software feels limiting, where you have to work around it instead of with it. The hardware is clearly capable of more, but the software hasn't fully caught up yet. This also isn't an upgrade for everyone. If you already have a recent iPad Air or an M-series iPad, this won't feel like a huge jump. It's faster and smoother, but not dramatically different. But if you're coming from an older device, this feels like a big upgrade. There are still a few trade-offs. You get Touch ID instead of Face ID. Accessories are still expensive, and once you add everything up, you start getting close to iPad Pro pricing. That naturally raises the question of whether you should just go for the Pro instead, but for most people the answer is no, because at its core, the Apple iPad Air M4 is not trying to be the best iPad Apple makes. It's trying to be the most sensible one. It gives you most of the performance, most of the experience, and most of the features at a more reasonable price. So the bottom line is simple. It's not flashy, and it doesn't try to impress you instantly. But the more you use it, the more it makes sense. It's powerful, flexible, and refined enough to quietly do everything well. If you enjoyed this, like the video, subscribe for more tech reviews, and I'll see you in the next one.